Alright.
We're good to go?
Yeah. What up, and welcome back to another Ramblings in the Basement. It's your boy Theory.
And not.
And yes. And not.
Not.
Damn, bro, I'm dark as shit.
He's in the shadows.
It's like folded.
Oh, shit.
There you go. You can kind of see me better.
It does indeed look better.
So, we have merch now. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to like slice myself up, but that should look kind of nice.
I do like the merch. I think we definitely did a good job on a lot of different things.
Server error.
Huh.
That's the computer disconnected from the internet. We don't get good signal down here. Especially in
Okay,
this
let me
room.
move the computer maybe over here. See if that's better. I just didn't want it on the camera. But if that works, then it works. Let's see.
It's still not on camera. That's good. I think it's reconnecting right now.
Yeah, because it was doing just fine a second ago.
Yeah, it might have just disconnected too. It might be our Wi-Fi. We have problems out here. That's just not really reliable when you live out here in the forest.
True that.
But
Well, we do
that is-
have well, since I can't find the pictures of the merch again, I'm gonna go off of the few things I was interested in. And I thought that we did a pretty good job with the hoodie. I like that Rambler hoodie. I think that was definitely my favorite out of all of them. Plus
I like
the soap.
that too.
We apparently have soap. I don't know if they're just soap containers or they come with
It's
soap.
legit soap. It's
Like,
legit
we
hand
have soap?
It's legit hand soap.
Oh my, okay, yeah, we're moving into hand soap.
I saw that because I saw that on the thing because we outsource that shit. We're not out here fucking making our own merch like that.
Well, then on that note, Art, do we know the soap is good?
We better find out.
Did you get it on the,
In the sample, no.
yeah, oh.
But I mean, it can't be that bad. It's just hand soap.
Well, it is
You
only
can't fuck
$10.
it. You can't fuck it up. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like you could fuck it up, but I feel like there's a better chance of you not fucking it up. But we'll find out. Honestly, I just did it for the joke because I thought it was funny. I saw that shit and I was like, we have to.
Yeah, but see, now I'm, like, really curious to if this is, like, gonna be some top tier.
We're gonna have
hand
some good
soap.
quality soap. Dude, I don't know if you saw when I originally sent you the link, because I changed it like a few minutes after. I don't know, so I don't know if you clicked on the link like right when I sent it to you.
I did not know.
But I was thinking about calling it the rib sauce.
The rib sauce.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, I don't want them to think it's actually. We should get into that later, though. We should like actually try to find a way to make some sauce.
Yeah, because
That's all
sauces
shit.
are pretty easy.
Yeah.
And if it's like, I would like to get into something for like chicken tenders. Or like something put on burgers. I
Yeah,
feel like that would be a
that'd be
good
dope.
kind
Make
of
some rib
sauce to
sauce.
get into.
That'd be some actual nice merch.
I don't know how I'm feeling about that bucket.
I like the
hat.
bucket hat, to be
Do
honest.
you like the
I kind of
bucket
like
hat?
it. I like the mugs too.
Yeah, the mugs are very nice. You know what something else we could move into eventually is ashtrays.
Ashtrays,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, that's a good idea. So I don't know why I randomly made fucking leggings. There's so many legging options. I was like, fuck it. Let me just slap the logo on some leggings too.
You know
Since
what?
apparently most of our audience is female. Did you know that most of our audience is female?
I did not know the majority of our audience was female.
Yeah, most of our audience is female.
Huh.
So threw some leggings in there for the ladies.
Well, you know, we should add a sports bra to go with that, because if we got gym ladies in here, you know, give them a whole set to...
Bro, they had underwear, and I felt kind of weird about designing underwear.
no.
I was like, I don't know about that. That feels weird.
I don't think underwear would be a good idea either.
I was like, I
These
feel
leggings actually don't look like they're bad leggings.
That's
they
what
look
I'm
like
saying,
your
bro.
standard gym leggings.
weird. They got pockets.
What?
So, well, they got one pocket. They got pocket in the back.
Oh,
That shit had me
shit.
geeking. That shit, I think it's on the bottom picture. It says pocket. Yeah, it says down there pocket. But that shit had me geeking. There's another picture. I don't think I ended up putting it on the
Oh,
site.
it's in the waistband.
Yeah, I don't think I ended up putting it on the website, but it literally shows where the picture is, and it's like right where their butt is. That shit had me geeking. I was like, "But you're gonna have your phone in
I
your
really
butt."
like how the left leg has our design.
That shit look nice, right?
It does.
So that's why I had to include it, even though I was like, I don't know, I feel weird
but
designing
see,
female clothes, but
I'm quite, how do I zoom in on this?
just this, man. I think you can.
It
I
says
just
you
don't know
can.
how.
Because I wanted to point something out. Look right there. Like, look how it,
I like how it wraps around.
huh.
I just hope it actually looks nice, though.
I hope it looks like it does on here.
Yeah. We would have to get a female to model that. Unless Yvonne
I
wants
don't
to,
know. Yeah,
unless
let's
Yvonne
get
wants to put
Yvonne
those
in
on.
them. I think we should get
Yvonne
Yvonne in
to
them.
put some sports leggings on.
Because he don't want to come to the podcast today. Because he wants to go to the
too.
beach.
Do you see
Okay.
that? It pushes your butt up. Because he pushes your butt up too.
These compression fabric sports leggings are a must for medium to high intensity workouts.
Made in Mexico. What up?
They're soft, comfy, and chic, ideal for anyone who enjoys an active lifestyle. Fabric compensation in Mexico 70. Oh wow, composition. Where does it say it lifts their ass?
Oh no, it's in the other picture, with the one with all the info.
Butt lifting cut.
Yeah. I thought that shit was funny. I was like, it's just lifting your butt up and you get your phone in your butt.
Well, let's do it. Okay. We definitely need to do a sports shirt then if we're gonna have leggings. Maybe sweatpants. So I think sweatpants, ashtrays, and some form of just gym shirt would be a good idea
Yeah.
to add to it.
Dude, I was actually having a lot of these. I just made them like earlier today. To be
Oh
honest.
wow.
I was having so much fun with this shit. I was literally like, fuck it, throw the logo on this. See how it looks. See how this looks.
If we
Just
change
trying
the
different
color,
shit.
will it show it?
No, it doesn't. I don't know how to make that.
Oh,
I was looking for that shit. I couldn't find a way to make that happen.
damn.
I might have to change to a different website because the
Oh well, no, because you have all the pictures here.
you
so
have to
people
scroll
can
through.
Still...
You have to find it yourself.
Yeah, I mean that isn't the worst thing.
It's the only thing that I saw that could be a problem is like when there's some colors that look alike, and like sometimes it doesn't really tell you exactly what the color is. It'll be like cherry or some shit.
Yeah,
It's
they've
like, what the
got
fuck color
like
is
how
cherry?
they've got two colors right here. That's actually quite odd.
Yeah, and then you don't actually know which one you're buying.
Yeah.
But that's like if you're looking for like one of the really.
shit again.
That's like if you're looking for one of like the really off colors. But most of them, like, you'll be able to tell which one it is. And to be honest, I don't know why. I literally just click all colors that were available. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, I think we should limit it down to very specific colors.
Yeah. But I don't know. I figured just since we're launching, let anyone pick whatever color they want.
Maybe we'll pick a color and not tell anybody, and we'll order like 500 of those, and then we'll never sell that color again.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing some shit like that. Just do like a limited, just one color. Just make that one limited as fuck.
Yeah, because I think if we do that, that would be a really cool
Just for the
thing
fuck
to
of
have.
it. Yeah, just for the fuck of it. Alright, if y'all really about it, y'all go get one of these. If you're a real rambler, say.
No, it's not even that. I just think that having some form of like something for people that supported us now,
Yeah.
if the podcast ever blows up, something that they could get.
That's
And,
what I'm saying.
not
like
even
an
make
OG,
it like
you
rare,
gotta be like an
expensive,
OG rambler.
but like make it something where the first 100 people to buy it for like $5 or $10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about like making it expensive. It's just like selling at a regular price.
But then
Just
just
limited
ending
time.
it and just cutting it off
Yeah.
on a certain date.
But you gotta be one of the OGs to have it in that color. That shit would probably go up in price though if our podcast ever did become popular.
Oh well, yeah, and that's the point.
But that's
that
not
would be
us
something
making
for
money.
our original.
That's our fans making the money.
Yeah, and
'Cause that's resale.
and that would also just be more appreciation to them because if they're supporting us now, if it ever becomes worth money, they were
That's
the
actually
ones
a
that
good way.
invested
Yeah,
into
that's a
it.
good way of paying back your OG fans.
Is by
By setting this shit up. So,
making limited edition things
Yeah.
that if they buy it now, kind of thing, that the merchandise becomes more valuable. Of course, we are going to leave certain things. I think we should also make a category for things that will never leave the store, so people know when they're getting it.
yeah, that's what the whole idea of the classics was. But to be
Okay.
honest, we don't really have that many classics because everything's new. So I kind of just threw some things in there. I'm probably gonna go back in there and change a lot of that shit just because, like I said, everything's new right now. So everything's in the new drops category as opposed to the classics category. But I was also thinking about like because we had made a couple mentions in a few podcasts back about making like different designs that don't even include our logo, just like completely different designs. Like Yvonne was gonna have a design called Yvonne's toe, and it's gonna be like a fucking picture of a toe. And it's gonna be like just like funny shit. I don't know, but that would be like an example of some shit that's like not.
See, and that would be so nice because then I could do a Slipknot.
Yeah, exactly. We could do shit like that, and then just the classics would be just our logo. I don't know if we could sell that though if it's.
Oh, not that one, not that one. I'm looking for the actual knot. A picture of the actual rope knot.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But yeah, we can get into that and making different designs. And then you can even show support for us individually. So, like, oh, you like Slipknot? You like
that's what it is right there.
Just have that on. That'd be dope. Have that, and then with that stitched on, that'd be actually kind of dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Stitched on.
So, do that one.
Fucking noose at that point.
Well, no, we'll do that knot right there. That's actually a really nice. Oh, right here.
I would try to find one on Canva, to be honest, because that's like the best one for like designing shit. And then that way we can just, because that's what I used to design most of the things was just Canva. For Canva comes in clutch. That shit makes designing shit so easy. And actually, like, you have fun with it, low-key. Like, you just be doing shit. It's okay, what's next? Let me design something else.
Oh, and what is it all free? Were we talking about the same Canva here?
Yeah. It's free. There's some paid options, but you can do a lot of shit for free.
Is that thing still recording? Yes, it
is. Yeah, it is. Search for it in the elements.
Oh, in elements.
Yeah. A lot of it might be premium shit, to be honest. Click on the see all. Yeah, if it has a little crown, that's premium. A lot of this shit is premium. You can do a lot of shit with free, but to be honest, most of it is blocked off. Like, you do have to pay for a lot of it.
And do you pay for it?
I just got the monthly right now, just for 1 month, just so I can do all the shit that I was doing right now. It's like $13 a month.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna cancel the subscription though. Like, you could do a lot with just.
Well,
like,
I would always
session.
like to make new logo. Well, that's true too. Is that maybe we'll put together a date and when Yvonne gets back and we'll both do this.
Yeah, honestly, we could just set apart a day. We can all just sit down, and make logos for a fucking hour or some shit. You can do a lot, Zay. Especially like once you get the hang of it, you're just typing shit in there, dragging it on, you know, having it look however you want. I mean, I designed the podcast logo on there too.
I'm curious if I could get knots tied into a rib, right?
That'd be dope, actually.
See, you see what
you
I'm
could probably
there?
see that's something you would have to like work in by just like dragging in different ropes. You'd have to like actually make the knot, like spell it out yourself using different ropes.
Yeah, and that would be really painful, but I feel like worth it.
No, it would
if
be
I
worth
figure
it.
out how to do
If
it.
you could, yeah. If you could,
That would be way better than a fucking toe. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, Yvonne's supposed to be a joke because he used to call him Yvonne's toe, and it was like, oh, that was a joke.
I'm gonna just start calling him toe from now on. Then, if that's the joke he wants to run with.
I mean, we'll ask him if he still wants to run with that idea. Maybe he'll change his mind. Maybe once he realizes he'll be represented as a toe, he's like, oh, hold up,
Yeah, because if I get rib spelled out with knots,
that's dope.
and that gets put next to him, he's gonna change it.
I mean, maybe he wants to be the goofy guy.
No, maybe. I mean, if he wants to be that guy, I mean, we could have do it as a way to make different lines.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, you don't have to stick
So,
to just one design too. We can have a lot of different options.
Yeah, I think that would actually be better if we go down different kind of styles of clothing.
Yeah.
And if when we're doing those for our personals, is that we just design them however we want to.
Yeah, just go crazy with it.
Yeah.
That'd be the dopest part. Just everyone has a completely different design.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun.
And then of course we always got the classics. Just go back to the logo. And we might come up with different logos throughout the time. So we may even have different classics. Rambler. I don't know, I love that shit. The Rambler.
Rambler was a really good idea.
Because honestly, I came up with it when I was making the mug. Because I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the fuck can I put on the mug? And then they
Just
always
put a
put
rib cage on the fucking mug.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting the sauce. Because I don't know if you saw on the buttons. That's why I came up with a lot of the logos. Because I saw the button set. And I thought it was just 2 buttons. Because it should, there's another picture that just shows 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I bet I'm gonna just put the RIB, that logo, the one that have our hat, and then the one with the actual rib. And then I come to find out it's 5 buttons. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna kind of come up with 3 designs on the spot. So I came up with the rib
That
vertical.
needs to be on the back of a hoodie.
The vertical rib, yeah, that would be nice on the back of a hoodie. It's pretty much just the acronym, the vertical, and then the Rambler. And that's the shit that I started putting on everything because I fucking love that idea.
Yeah, I like Rambler.
And then I did
think
the sauce.
That was really nice.
And I just put a splotch of barbecue sauce. But yeah, I was having fun with that shit, to be honest. But yeah, that's a good idea too. Putting the vertical rib on the back of a hoodie. That'd be another good hoodie idea. Too bad that they don't do stitching. What is it? Definition of a Rambler. A person whose hobby is going on long walks in the countryside often as part of an organized group. What the fuck?
Yo, why is that what me, you, and Yvonne already do? That actually kind of gets me.
That's funny, but I'm pretty sure that's not.
I thought it meant someone that just won't shut up.
Yeah, someone that rambles. Rambling. Are we making a new definition for it? No, I don't think so.
No,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually...
We're changing the English language right now. Okay, that's gonna happen.
I don't know, but that was a reference to England, right? That was UK.
I don't know.
definition.
I've never seen that. I don't know if that was slang or if that's the proper definition.
But I never heard that definition.
I don't think I have either.
But honestly, that GIF summarizes how I feel. But how long have we've been recording for 15 minutes? Still talking about.
I hope my camera will outlast the 30 minutes. I think really what I want to do the most with this podcast, and I feel like that's the reason we're really freely talking, is I want to try to take clips. Yeah. And be very a 10-minute thing that maybe I could put on my YouTube.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And
yeah,
see
little clips. People got short attention spans nowadays. Myself included. Shit.
Well, and see if we can cover both once Yvonne gets back. I feel like by having the clips from the podcast, if you choose the podcast, you can watch the podcast, and then if you want to see the clips, you can see the clips.
Yeah, do both. I mean, of course, we're always going to have a full podcast up. Just because some people do like to sit down, especially if you're doing something else. What I would do is when I was working with my dad, or if you work at a job where they let you have earbuds in, I'd be working with my earbuds in, listening to podcasts. Honestly, it makes the day go by so much quicker.
It really does. Being able to listen to music,
yeah.
Makes an 8-hour drive not feel like anything,
Yeah, honestly, you enjoy it even.
Yeah, to some extent, you really do.
So I like driving, to be honest. I know a lot of people don't like long drives, but
I mean, I don't enjoy them because once I get tired, it starts to become a little unsafe or just exhausting, you know what I mean? But when it's in the right place, I enjoy it.
they can be fun, I feel like.
I feel like car rides are better than driving. I like not being the guy that's driving.
So I like driving if I'm driving by myself. If I got passengers,
Okay, that's true.
If I got passengers, that's a different thing. So I gotta be able to vibe by myself.
That tree looking mighty kissable.
Did you just get results on like Russian or some shit?
I guess so. They're taking over. Huh. I haven't used this computer in a while, so it's also been kind of fun to use this and the camera, because this is actually my camera. You guys are not watching from Yvonne's camera for once. I forgot I had this thing, and I pulled it out, and it's apparently performing a lot better than I thought it would. I wonder what the audio will sound like.
Well, we can use this audio if anything. I could just...
Oh, what? Can we overlap it and then edit it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
So I don't know if that's what Yvonne's been doing. I told him to do that. But low-key, he be slacking sometimes.
He do be slacking sometimes.
I mean, I love him, man. He's trying slowly. He's getting there.
Was this all his idea in the beginning? Or I think you started the podcast, right? And then it was Yvonne's place that we did it.
If you really want to get into it.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Fuck the merchandise. The next segment of this is going to be lore. We're going to finally actually know the beginning of it all. Because I know you started the Spotify, so
me and Yvonne have been talking about starting a podcast for ages, but we just never went through with it. We just never actually took the first step, and then his cousin actually was the one that texted both of us and said we should start a podcast.
Huh. Which cousin?
I think you know which one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some spicy lore, because if you've been watching for a while, you know exactly who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So this was his in the beginning?
No, so all three of us were gonna start it together.
Okay.
But we didn't really at the time it was gonna be like I recorded it on my phone, and I had a little mic, and we were gonna go over to Yvonne's basement, and Yvonne was able to record on his camera, and a lot of that video we don't have because Yvonne would record it and then just not edit it. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of this podcast, it was kind of stressful for me because I was doing
you
pretty
love
much
to hate
everything.
him, you hate to love him.
So I was doing pretty much everything in the beginning of the podcast. But Yvonne's been picking up a lot of the slack.
He certainly has, especially in the economical. We give him shit, but to be quite honest, when it comes to kind of funding for some of the stuff, I feel like he's always been the one that has like the best camera equipment and stuff like that. Like even now, my camera's sitting on his stand, and that's his light that's shining on us. So
He's definitely picked up. He's definitely been getting a lot better. Because, like I said, when we first started, we were supposed to start from episode 1. We were supposed to have video. We didn't start having video till like episode 20 or something. But
that fucking guy.
He definitely got his shit together slowly, but we're getting there. He's still improving even now. But you know, that's the point. You're always improving.
We're gonna just start memeing on the toe man from now on when he's not here. If you want to go on vacation without us,
it's not even like that.
We're gonna meme on the toe man.
But yeah, he's on vacation. That's why he's not here right now.
He went to the beach. Damn. So like, when did it become a thing where you and Yvonne had more shares of the group?
So what happened? Yeah, I'm surprised. Like we're doing this right now, but we're gonna get into it. Fuck it.
We need to, like, I feel like at some point we're at, like,
Yeah.
what, episode
Yeah, but we have to,
50?
because the thing is, we've never talked about it on the podcast, like why he stopped showing up.
Or even how this even started to begin with, because I became a host like 30 episodes in, then had to leave around the 40th episode because I moved, and then I came back around like what, the 30th, or not
alright.
the 30th, like
So
the
let's open this
50th
can of
or
worms
something
up.
like
Let's
that.
open up this can of worms.
Yeah, we need to go down this
Alright.
hole.
I just thought Yvonne would be here for this episode, but fuck it. That's what you get for going on vacation. So what happened was Yvonne's cousin, Diego, had texted me and Yvonne. He said, yo, we should start a podcast. And like I said, me and Yvonne had already been thinking about this like for years. We're like, yeah. So we agreed right away. We're like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I got my mic, my phone. I headed over to Yvonne's house. And Yvonne got his camera, set that shit up. We all got it set up, and we started recording. First episode. Shit was mad awkward because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And that's how it starts.
I used to feel like the camera was looking into my soul the first few times
Honestly,
I
I feel
came
like
here.
that. You're like, damn, I'm putting this out to the world.
It was really hard to get used to just sitting on camera or the microphone because, like, I always felt like I looked awkward or I looked weird or I wasn't
you always overthinking
doing
everything.
the right thing, and it just made it worse because then it looked even less natural. Because, like, if you go back to the first two podcasts I was here, I sat here like this and would just smoke whenever they handed me a blunt, and that was it.
Yeah, it takes some time to get used to, but you do get used to it. I feel like you just eventually act natural. Just from being
But I'm
used to
sorry, I kind of threw
No,
us
you're
off
good, you're
topic again. Continue.
it. But like I said, it low-key got a little stressful because I was like, I ended up being the only one doing everything in the beginning. Because I actually ended up opening up the Anchor account. This was before Spotify bought them. Now they're part of Spotify. But I opened up the account, and then I opened up an Instagram account, and then I made a Google account, made all the accounts for like all the streaming sites and shit. And I was like on that shit. I was like, we're gonna make this podcast succeed. I was like, as soon as I found out Yvonne, like me and Yvonne were like doing a podcast, I was like, I mean, Diego, like I had nothing against him at that time. Now we're definitely not cool like that anymore.
All right, sorry there was a little cutout, but I do want to add on to that last little portion before it ended that the reason I stopped coming to the podcast was because Diego kicked me out because I asked the group chat if we could move days, and he essentially was like, what did he say precisely? Because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, so we record on Sundays. We always have. And at the time, his job required him to work on Sundays. So
Which was night shift, which made it painful because then I'd have to be here when I would have to sleep for work.
Yeah. So he asked if we could record on another day. And before me or Yvonne could respond, Diego tells him, if you can't record on Sundays, you can't be on the podcast. I was like, damn. Like, I didn't even get a chance to reply before he said that. I was like, okay.
So
I guess.
I respectfully left. So on that note, on why he's not here and why I left for that time period, I worked a job and I moved.
Yeah, but what happened leading up to that was, so, like I said, I set up all the accounts, and then I was recording everything, and I was asking them to do their part, and they just weren't doing their part. Like, I kept asking them, and they just weren't doing their part. They just weren't doing their part. And so eventually, you know, I got kind of tired of that, so I was like, I'm gonna make this my podcast, and then, like, you guys could just be guests, because, like, I'm pretty much doing all the work, so, like, it doesn't make sense for me to have to, like, come ask you guys what your opinion is on, like, the website or shit like that, was, like, I'm the one doing everything. So I'm not gonna come ask you for for your ideas. It's like, if you're not implementing them yourself, like, I'm doing everything, you know.
And I think this is
And it just
the
makes it
time
easier,
I came
too,
in,
at that point.
because when I came into this, it was yours.
Yeah,
And then it became yours and Yvonne's, and then it became yours, Diego's, and Yvonne's. And then when I came back, then it became the 3 of ours.
Yeah, I think it was around that time. And then we were gonna bring you on. He helped us build a Discord server, which we're still starting to use. Cause like at that time, once he left, he's the only one that really knows how to use certain Discord like that.
And yeah, I peacefully left. I gave them rights to all the Discord stuff and
We just
everything,
never
and I've
used it.
only just now returned to running it. And also, I think it's only been like 3 weeks since I've had access to the Instagram, which is probably why y'all been seeing Instagram post a little bit more often than there used to be, because I kind of handle the more behind the scenes stuff for the show.
Yeah, he handles a lot of the social media stuff. Which we needed, to be honest, because me and Yvonne are not active at all on that shit. But, I was handling all of that, and then on top of that, I was opening the bank account, and I was actually setting up, like the taxes and all that shit, because I was making it an actual business, right? And I had to, set up, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but again, I had to get, an employer ID for that shit, because, if money was gonna come in, I wanted to set that shit up from the beginning, because, just get that shit out of the way, because if it's gonna be something that we gotta set up, might as well have it set up now. So I was getting all this shit set up, and I was asking them, yo, I'm trying to start up this bank, and we needed to have, an official, agreement, they called it a partnership agreement, or general partnership, or some shit like that, I don't remember. Pretty much we had to have, what was the contract that we all had to have, signed, which was, each person having a percentage of the company and all that, so that we can open up the bank account, so we can have that shit set up. Just so we can, do more, everything on the books. I don't know. I just wanted to have everything set up from the beginning, just to make it easier. If I guess, forward thinking.
Well, did they do that, or?
No, they wouldn't help, at all. So I was doing all of that, set up the bank, and that's when I told them, I'm just gonna make it my shit, and you guys could just be guests. It just makes it easier if I'm in control, and I can do everything, and set it up under my name, so I don't have to, get you guys to sign this shit.
Okay, I would not be a pain in the ass about that. If we need to 50-50 it, that would be much easier, because then, if it's literally, my account too, it's a lot easier to drag money into it.
Well, we could, that's something else. We could work you into it.
Yeah.
But, the thing that was complicated was them not cooperating with it.
That sounds like the two of them.
But yeah, so I told them, I was I'm gonna just make it mine so I can do everything. Honestly, it makes it less complicated, and we can do this for the podcast. To be honest, you're still gonna get your fair cut and everything, but I need to be in full control if you guys are not gonna help, if you're not gonna do anything. And they got upset with that, and so we had fallout. And then that's when Yvonne decided, he's okay, I'm gonna step my shit, and you're right, I have been slacking. And so he started stepping up his shit, and he started really, getting that shit together. And then the opposite happened with Diego. He just kept,
That man gave up. He said, fuck it then.
Yeah, and the thing was, he was also, I don't like talking bad about people, but, he was going around saying, it was his podcast. And that was kind of bothering me. I was bro, you're not doing any of the work.
Yeah, this podcast has never actually fully, ever, 100% belonged to anybody.
Yeah, it's never belonged to just one person. It was always going to be, 3 of us. But he went around talking about, it was his. And it's that just rubbed me the wrong way when he wasn't putting any of the work in. And
is not a single...
That just bothered me.
Because I will say this, in the time I've been here, not a single phone, microphone, laptop, microphone, camera equipment, lighting equipment, or social media designing, or putting in the work on social media. He literally did nothing but show up and talk. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's all I ever saw.
You're right.
He was a glorified guest. At the end of the day, I feel like...
You're right. And he did... Yeah. And to be honest, I was nothing but nice to him. I was really trying to just, accommodate to him. Because at the end of the day, he was the one that, pushed us to take the first step. even though he kept saying like it was his idea. Like I want to give him that much credit. Like say it was his idea to come up with the podcast because like I said, we had always had the idea. But it's just the fact that he texted us, like he pushed us to take the first step.
Whether it was his idea or not, he wouldn't put his name on it, and he wouldn't do the work. Like you said, you tried to put his name on the bank account. He wouldn't put his name on the bank account, and then when you put your name on the bank account, who does it belong to now? And
but it gets. And then here's the thing, like I was really trying to just move on at that point. It's like I'm not a. Like I said, I'm the type of person. I mind my own business. I do my own shit. Like I'm focused on my own shit. But this man was being like, he was being bitter about it, and he went out and like tried to take another, like try to open up another company under the same name. He literally paid to like open up another company like under the same name. And he was like, now it's mine. I was like, bro, that's not how it works. Like, you just opened up another company with the same name. That doesn't mean this company is yours. It's like, that's not how it works. And he was being petty about it the whole time. Like, the whole breakup. It honestly felt like a fucking breakup. The way he was acting. He sent me all these nasty texts about, like I don't even want to get into it because I don't even remember, like, anything that he said like that. But it was just, like, really nasty shit, and I was like, I didn't even reply, like, with anything nasty either, because it's like, I don't get into that shit.
No, I literally, I'm just the type where it's like, okay, if you don't want to be along for the ride, then goodbye.
Yeah, I was like...
Get out of my car, get off my phone. Like, why sit there and get upset at things that just aren't going to work out?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it was like, you were going to be part of this podcast without putting in any effort. Like, the contract I had written out, like, I was going to have a bigger percentage because I was doing all the work at that time. And I was like, but y'all, like, you're still getting a cut. It was going to be me getting the biggest cut, then Yvonne, then him getting the smallest cut.
And all he had to do was just show
fair,
up,
I feel like.
But see, that's free money.
That's what I was thinking about. That's
like,
exactly the way I was thinking.
Showing up.
Bro, you're getting set. You're getting set, bro. Like, you just show up, and that's like passive income, bro.
He's
just
not
show up on Sundays
doing any
to
of the editing. He's not doing any of the advertising.
Yeah.
He's not doing any of the recording.
I was like, if anything comes of this, I was like, you got passive income now. And by the way, this wasn't even about money at the time. At the time, like I said, I want to take full control so we can actually progress as a podcast and actually
He cared, though. And that's the thing that gets me. Is like, me, you, and Yvonne, we don't care about the money other in terms of, yeah, we like it because that's how we're able to get the merchandise that we're getting and sampling it and able to put together that time. But, like, at the same time, though, this is $500, this was like $60, that was $500, and God knows how much Yvonne spent on that. Like, this dude literally was going to get paid to just sit there and do absolutely nothing but talk.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're literally getting free merchandise because we've been paying. I don't know if we ever discussed some of the rules that we do here, but if you can't make it to the podcast, you actually have to pay $25 for an investment, and that all pays us back because we're able to get the merchandise because of the money that we make off of each other not being here. Because if you can't be here for recording, you should be here for, like, investing. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a new, I guess, system that we started doing. Since honestly, it was his idea. But
well, because shit
I liked
happens.
it. As soon as you came up with it, I liked it. I was like, because shit does happen. Like, sometimes you gotta miss a podcast, but there should be some sort of penalty. Like,
well, not even penalty. You're still helping.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I'm not there, now the $25 that I paid to not be here last week probably just bought the shirt that you just ordered.
I went into it, yeah.
And that's what it's for. That's exactly what it should be for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not even a penalty. If you can't help by recording or putting in the time or the editing, then help with money.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's all that I wanted was, like, for the podcast to progress.
Yep.
Ultimately, that's the end goal, is for this podcast to succeed. And I feel like we just weren't sharing that same goal. And that's ultimately why you ended up, leaving.
Yeah, because we're pretty open-minded with our ideas. I hope y'all know that we've all been friends for, I'd say, 7 years now? Me, you, and Yvonne, almost? Because I met Yvonne freshman year and I met you freshman year by going over to his basement for those parties. And so we've all three known each other for 7 years. We argue the most about this podcast, though.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we all wanted the same thing, though. We all just wanted to succeed at the end of the day.
we're contributing ideas.
Yeah.
Diego was contributing bullshit.
Yeah.
Not even bullshit, like he was just holding us back, I feel like.
He was. He was holding us back a lot.
I'm always a little bitter about that, because I kind of pleaded if we could change the day so I could still be there, and I could still keep the job I had, because at the time it was a really good job. And he didn't even say, no, just come if you can, or no, come when you can. He was like, you need to just leave. Goodbye.
Yeah, you can't be part of the podcast. I don't think you wrote down. But, it is what it is,
But yes, that's why he's no longer here and why I'm now here. I'll probably be here way more frequently, especially on camera, because I'm going to be recording and starting my own, like a highlight YouTube channel. Instead of putting up the full podcast, I'll be putting together clips and things like that on this channel. It's a very channel that you guys are probably about to be watching this from. And, so y'all are going to see my face a lot more for the company, I guess we could say, because this isn't really a podcast. This is more of like a company, because we've kind of just wanted to dabble in a bunch of different things and
like
all of us go our own. Yeah, like I might start doing fishing videos and stuff like that. I know Eduardo makes music, and Yvonne's always been really good in photography, and I would say cinematography.
Cinematography
Is the proper word? I don't know. I'm not a very literate person.
He makes videos.
He makes videos, and he's quite good at it.
But, yeah. Speaking of music, though, I got a new track coming out soon. I'm actually really excited about that shit because I've been working on it for a while.
We need to start making intros and outros with your music.
Yeah, I was thinking I have something that we could actually use already.
We're gonna do that after we're done.
We could actually edit
this.
that in already.
We'll put that in my first video. Is what we'll do.
Yeah. And actually, this is gonna be the first video edited by Not, so we're not gonna have you on.
Wish me luck, because I've never done it before.
But he's gonna get used to it because we're gonna have a lot more videos.
It shouldn't be too hard, because from this, we've already recorded, 45 minutes, I believe, and, I've kind of been taking mental marks of what I wanted to put, and there's only really been 7 minutes worth of conversation that I think I'm going to upload. Because, things like this, right now, that won't be there. I'm going to take this out.
Yeah, we don't have to put that as clip. But, on another note, I do want to bring up, again, the games, the Rib games, because we're talking about editing, and I was actually thinking, I'm gonna talk to Yvonne because we're gonna try to still use his camera, but I'm gonna see if I can edit those because I want to try to get into editing those videos too because I don't know.
We can use. I
feel like we're gonna have too many videos.
We're gonna want two angles.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use multiple cameras for sure because we're gonna have a lot of different angles. What?
Get him to bring his GoPro as well.
Yeah, because we're gonna need a lot of cameras and a lot of angles if it's gonna be in the actual games, moving around and shit.
Oh, if anyone wants to participate in the Rib games and they know us in real life, do hit us up through the Instagram.
Yes, actually,
And if we could get a roster of people that we could discuss dates with to do the Rib games, I feel like that would be the first step in the right direction to set that up.
So actually, the reason we pushed those back, because we actually were supposed to do it a few weeks ago, like a month ago now, I feel like.
Well, we've been talking about it for a long time, but
we
the
actually had
opportunity has never
date.
presented
No,
it.
we had an actual date. Oh. We're going to record one, but
I need to put a calendar on Discord.
We actually ended up not being able to, because somebody didn't have the equipment.
Who's that somebody?
We don't have to get into it.
Okay. I think I have an idea. Toe man.
Well, yes. Well, we're at my house, so I definitely had all the equipment.
A little toe man.
But
I swear. That fucking guy.
The reason, because we do have to be prepared with that, because we're going to have a lot of people involved, and we don't want to disappoint people with shit like that.
I might try to order another battery.
So I feel like that was the main reason. I was like, we got to postpone until we can definitely be responsible with that shit. and actually say like, yo, like, because we're gonna have a lot of people. Well, at least the idea is to have like a good amount of people joining the games, so it can be like, you know, a decent competition, not just like 3 of us. You know, that's fun and all, but I feel like you can't even have like a team game or anything like that. Like, you can have more than like multiple people. So if we're gonna have a lot of people showing up, we're gonna have to be on time. We can't have, you know, that many people and then just be like, oh yeah, sorry, we don't got cameras. Guess y'all gotta go home. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna take this out of the film, but maybe what we should do for the last 2 contestants is, instead of only like tell them the entire time we're only doing 1 winner, but then the last 2 contestants would have to go skydiving with me and Yvonne, and if either of them back out, they lose.
that's we could do that for an event, yeah.
That, I feel like that would be the big thing to end on.
I have a lot of ideas, to be honest. I was really excited for the Rift games. I have a lot of game ideas, and I mean, you can always contribute too. Like all ideas are welcome, of course. Shit, comments are welcome too.
We should make a suggestions channel on the Discord so our viewers can communicate with us more.
Yeah, actually, y'all can drop in suggestions.
Oh, on that note, the Discord is going to be the link for the merchandise, the Discord, and our Instagram are all going to be in the description. We highly recommend that you join and follow us on all 3, because the more people that we have communicating with us on these, the easier it'll actually become for us to schedule and communicate with y'all on what works best for people. Because I've been wanting to get into live streaming it, but I don't know actually when our viewers work the most. And
yeah, we record really late too.
And that would be the other thing, is that if I find out that like 20 of our viewers had free time every Wednesday at like 2 o'clock, then it would be worth it to try to schedule live streams at that time.
Yeah, we could. I mean, I would. What I was thinking too was eventually, once we do have the shed, and we can even start now, honestly, I wanted to start recording earlier, like around 6, and then we could live stream whenever we're editing too.
Could we try to go even earlier than that? Because you gotta remember, where you live, rush hour traffic is bitch. I mean, you're picking directions that like I would have to join the leaving DC traffic at that time.
I think that's the earliest we could do, because I think Yvonne gets out of work like around 5.
And to be fair, should we try to pick a day that you 2 are also both off?
I mean, yeah, we can try to record another day. But I guess at that point we could just open up a poll and see what our viewers are available, like what date they would want us to live stream.
Yeah, because we could always record things and then put them out at different times, but I would like to try to find times to do live streams. I feel like that would be really nice to just meet people.
I don't know if you saw the episode. Oh no, that goes up tomorrow. Never mind. The episode that we recorded. Yeah,
Even though that episode will be coming out after
Yeah.
this one, or before this one, but don't ruin it. Can't spoil it.
I mean, I'm gonna say it anyways. Me and Yvonne were going through the all the places that we have listeners. We have listeners throughout the world. And we have people in Germany, Russia, in the UK, and Chile too. For some reason, I don't know who the fucking Chile is listening to us, but shout out to you. So yeah, I don't know how the fuck that would work with all those different time zones.
Yeah, I feel like that would also affect things. Maybe we should just try to set up dates at different times every month to kind of compensate for it.
Yeah. Most of them are here. Most of our listeners are here, but still, you want to accommodate everyone. You don't want to just be like, fuck you, you gotta live in the United States.
Speaking of that, how would merchandise work on going out of state like that?
That's actually a good question. I don't know if we can do merch outside of the United States as of yet, because, like I said, we outsource that. Like, we're not doing any of that. But eventually, that'd be nice. Like, I would love to do that.
That would be a really cool experience, I feel like.
I think we still can.
Because if
It
we
would
could
just
get
have to be like a
pictures,
special order. Like, we would have to ship it to our house, and then we would have to like personally ship
I
it
feel
to them.
that is something we should try to do, because if we can get pictures of our merchandise on
Different
people
countries?
in
Oh,
different
that'd be dope
countries
as shit.
with different backgrounds, that would
That'd be
look
dope.
really cool.
Yo, DM us if you want that shit. Like, we'll try to get it set up. We'll have the merch sent to us, and then we can send it to you. Because I don't think the company sends it to like outside of the U.S., but we can try to send it.
If you can prove that you do not live in the United States or Canada to us, we would definitely try to accommodate you through
Listen,
Instagram
you don't gotta
DMs on
prove shit.
finding
As long
ways.
as you send the money and an address.
Well, if they're in Canada or the United States, they should be able to just order it through the website. I'm talking about us doing shit with like that guy from Chile. They're even here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, fuck it. If they want to send us, if they want us to send it to them, fuck it. Nah, that's too much work.
That's what I'm saying. It's worth the work when you don't live in the States.
I don't think we got that many fans.
I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe off of this, we're changing a lot.
We are changing a lot, actually.
And all three of us as people and as content creators, and even just learning how to do this and do more. I do kind of see that we were going downhill there for a while. I don't think we were performing at our peak, but we're certainly doing a lot better than we were a month or two ago.
You know what's a crazy realization I had? That low-key kind of like re-motivated me to like try to do this podcast and like try to make this podcast succeed. I was like thinking, like in our future, there's gonna be like a time where like there's not that many people that are anonymous, just because like everyone's constantly posting shit. Like even like the most like obnoxious people become like viral. It's like I feel like eventually there's gonna be a point where like everyone in society knows everyone.
I don't know, because if I knew 9 billion people, I'd probably kill myself. Because like that's a lot of people.
Well, not that you're not gonna know them
fucking worry
personally,
about.
but you're gonna know of them.
Nah, I don't think our memory is that great. Like tell me everyone you went to school with in elementary school.
I'm not saying that, but you know of them. You might not remember them. But and then especially if everyone's doing content, like if we're putting out content, like I feel like
everyone has a chance to be known.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
out
kind of
there,
like
but,
inevitable. Like if you're constantly putting content out there.
That's what you mean. I thought you meant like if everyone made content that it'd be everyone knew everyone. I misunderstood you there.
No. Like I'm saying, like everyone that's like, because I've noticed this with a lot of social media like influencers, where it's like they kind of just all know each other, even if they're not from the same place. Like they'll be from like, different countries.
Well, it's because like if let's say
just get to know each other.
If I spend every day uploading or editing videos, and then I'm constantly looking at the feedback on those videos, you're gonna get things in your recommended, and YouTube and certain things become a part of your life, and recording it and doing things for it. So I think for sure, because I've noticed things like once you reach certain points in YouTube, you kind of just become a part of that friend group.
Yeah, because I noticed we actually, on YouTube, it actually shows you what videos you're getting shown on. Like, it shows what videos you're getting recommended on.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw, it was like a couple React videos, to be honest. I don't know why the fuck.
I hate React
we
videos.
got recommended on
Do
React
not
videos.
put us with
But I guess
React
it's probably because
videos.
we don't really have, like, we haven't established ourselves, like what kind of content we're putting out. So YouTube's kind of like, their algorithm doesn't know what the fuck to do with our content yet. I think that's what it is. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of dope.
Well,
I
we're
like that
still
idea.
very new, and
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking to new accounts, because our Spotify is very great, and it's well organized, but
That's
our
where most
YouTube
of our
channels
audience
are
is.
definitely lacking any like permanent like audience or like real consistent work for it.
Yeah, it's definitely, and I would say like the editing style is like different every time, because I feel like Yvonne's constantly improving, but it does make it less consistent.
Makes it harder to watch, I feel like, when you don't stay at the same roots. When like you jump from a bunch of clips in one podcast and then the next podcast it's just the entire video.
Yeah.
You know, so
But we're slowly improving, very, very slowly, but we're getting there. But you know what? It's because you got to get the foundation down first. You got to get everything behind the scenes set up, and then then you can blossom. And on that note, we're about to hit like 55 minutes, and I'm kind of running out of things to say.
yeah, I think today was going to be a short video because it's going to be an even shorter video when I'm done editing it, and we've still got probably about 2 hours of computer work to deal with after this. So, I mean, it's been fun. It's been great seeing y'all, and I'm glad y'all see me through my camera. And I hope y'all learned a lot about what we're doing now and kind of have better expectations of us for the future and what we're doing on this for this company network.
Check out the merch. Even if you don't buy it, to be honest, that shit's nice. I like it.
Yeah, just look at it.
Go hit a like on the
reviews.
Instagram post.
Oh yeah, in the description, all the links are going to be there. So if you guys want to see anything and just look at it, we'd love it. But do follow us on Instagram and join the Discord.
We should get it. We should actually get ours in about a week.
Okay.
So like it said May 8th.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So we might be rocking that shit either next episode or the episode after that.
Well, they're going to see this very quickly because I'll probably upload whatever we get from this on Wednesday.
Alright, so it's gonna be a sneak peek because this episode is not gonna come up till next week.
Ooh.
So y'all gonna get a preview on his channel.
I think that would be the best way to do it if we get a preview of highlights.
Yeah.
And then through the Spotify and Yvonne's, they get it on Sunday.
So are you gonna send him the video file?
Huh?
You're gonna upload the full video to Yvonne to the ramblings.
Oh no, from my angle, what I'll do is I'll take all my film and I'll edit it. And I'll start like a highlight channel.
Yeah, but like also, you also have like the full video, right?
Yeah, it'll all be on there.
Alright. You're just gonna send that to Yvonne so you can edit it?
Oh, I know, I want to start editing. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about now, yeah. Yeah, I'll send that to Yvonne then. That'll be for him to work on.
Alright. But yeah, splits up the work.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you could just use the same one.
We gotta be quick, we only got a minute left.
Alright, we're wrapping up.
Yeah, we gotta do the outro. Alright, goodbye y'all. It's
Goodbye,
been
y'all.
nice.
Bye.